Hey guys, we're back. And sure enough, about 8 hours or so after I posted the rumor yesterday of the exclusive third-party game coming from Any Art Productions to the Nintendo Switch, the developer did confirm it today. So the game is going to be called Seasons of Heaven, which is also the title of Nico Augusto's book that he wrote. So again, this is an exclusive game from Any Art Productions, and it's running on Unreal Engine 4, and it's a 3D adventure game starring a boy and his dog, basically. And from the screenshots that they released already, this game looks extremely good, like really good, running on Unreal Engine 4. Now, whether or not the game will look like this upon final release remains to be seen, but so far so good. I mean, that's what they're targeting, so it looks really good for what we're seeing so far. Now, I wanted to share with you guys a synopsis of the story that this game is going to be taking place on. Basically, it's like a post-apocalyptic type of story where civilization ends. But here's kind of a brief overview of it. It says Seasons of Heaven is basically about a small group of people who find themselves survivors of the greatest purge ever known will ultimately come to realize. In their struggles to survive on a stripped and barren Earth, they will learn that humans across the world literally died as a result of their own careless actions. Centuries of living waste to the very land that sustained them was what would kill them in the end. The animals would be killed and eaten into extinction. The water needed to sustain all life would be polluted until it was undrinkable, and the air would be filled with waste that would suffocate the oxygen that was vital to their survival and the survival of everything else on Earth. As the survivors learn to survive in a new world, they will have to remember that the very things that gave their fellow humans a sense of superiority and even omnipotence were what had killed them in the end. So that's an overview of the story of the game. So it seems very interesting. The world basically came to an end that they once knew, and now they have to figure out how to live in this whole new world after what mankind did to the world, laid it to waste, basically. So the gameplay in Seasons of Heaven sounds pretty interesting. It says Seasons of Heaven will take you from deep inside of a mystical forest at the beginning of time all the way through the 21st century and the fall of civilization. It will take you on a journey with Yan, a young boy with Asperger's syndrome, and his faithful companion Annie, a French bulldog who Yan is able to communicate through telepathy. As you follow along their journey, you'll have the opportunity to meet the rest of the major players and bear witness to the enlightenment of some and the demise of others. This story will allow you to experience the awe of discovering the most beautiful, magical place that ever existed, while at the same time staying only one step ahead of the dark and vile underbelly of the human race. That is the synopsis of the gameplay aspect of it. You play as a young boy named Yan, and he suffers from Asperger's syndrome, which, if you guys are not familiar with Asperger's syndrome, it's a social disorder similar to autism, but more focused on the social aspects of it. And it stars his dog named Annie that he can communicate with through telepathy. Now, we don't know exactly how the game will work out as far as all the gameplay aspects, but if you can communicate with the dog with telepathy, and this is a 3D adventure game, you gotta imagine that it could be something similar to like The Boy and His Blob, where you're giving the dog commands and the dog will listen through telepathy and do various different actions according to what type of commands you unlock in the game, which might be what this game is going for. We don't know for sure, but it sounds interesting, and from the screenshots, it definitely looks very expansive. It looks gorgeous, and the art style looks extremely well put together. So of course, Nico Augusto did the art for the game, and he did the story of the game that Any Art Productions is producing. So it looks really exciting that the Switch is getting an exclusive game that looks of this high quality. And you may or may not know, but this is actually the first Unreal Engine 4 confirmed game running on the Nintendo Switch. So this is officially confirmed that the game is running on Unreal Engine 4. We have heard rumors of other titles using Unreal Engine 4 in their development for the Switch, but nothing has been confirmed. So this game is officially confirmed to be running on Unreal Engine 4, and it definitely looks extremely good and detailed, and I'm sure all of you are excited to see what the game looks like running on the Switch itself. And part of that rumor that I heard was that the game was going to be revealed in trailer form by the end of this month in December. So hopefully we shall see a lot more of the game by then. But in the meantime, we do have these screenshots that Any Art Production has released. And in regards to Nico himself, I should be able to get him on this channel for a developer interview within the next week and a half or so we can discuss this game and more details about it and anything else he can share about the Nintendo Switch that would be exciting for all of us to hear, of course. Alright guys, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is pretty exciting stuff. We've got an exclusive Nintendo Switch game coming out, and it looks really good running on Unreal Engine 4, but of course we want to see more. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Take care.